Defining yourself is not easy. The definition society has put in place is not necessarily what you believe, and recognizing what society labeled you as is not accurate. That cute blonde girl, she starves herself every day. The man judged on his appearance fought to protect our country. The woman labeled with society's definition of beauty and success had her most precious title stripped. Now, that cute little blonde girl, that's my sister. That man judged on his appearance, that's my brother, a Marine veteran from 9/11. And that woman with labels of society's definition of success, that's me. What label defines you? Have you been judged? Perhaps on your appearance, your background, on a choice you've made? Has a piece of you been stripped? I've always had a label, as most of us have. As a child, it was simple: girl, daughter, middle child, sister. I defined myself and valued my worth by the physical lottery I'd won. You're so pretty, you should be a model, filled my every day. But with those words came the degrading comments, relentless stares, unwanted advances, and ultimate loss of control. By 13, I was labeled by society's definition of beauty, and I became a number, a statistic. 1 in 3 girls experience a form of sexual violence in their lifetime. I experienced it twice. As I got older and transitioned into adulthood, these labels and these numbers further defined me. Oh, she's a child of divorce. That's why she's such a rebel. She's a victim of trauma. That's why she drinks. But in me, this idealistic life was brewing of what my future looked like, defined by obtaining a title of entrepreneur, complete with pencil skirt, fitted blouse, and those 3 letters of CEO behind my name. By 25, I was labeled as wife, mother, entrepreneur. My dreams were massive and my passions were great. This idealistic life of supermom with balance of perfect wife had my dreams becoming a reality. With the conception and launch of a successful business, I thought I had overcome my childhood labels and evolved from the statistics on a path to achieving my definition of happiness, what I had longed for, the epitome of success. We were deemed what society called the perfect family, and from the outside, I had it all. 2 babies, a boy and a girl, married, and a successful business. But labels versus perception and versus truth are very different. Each day I painted my face with the same brush I had all those years ago, burying the secrets and hiding the truth, and portraying what my friends, family, and the community deemed perfect. Another fight swept under the rug, another bruise covered with makeup. But this time it had gone too far. Packing up my 2 little ones, I left heaven on earth and went back to my home prairie province of Saskatchewan. A battle ensued, nearly a year filled with applications, affidavits, and court orders, leading to 5 days in Supreme Court, with both of us fighting for custody of our children. On the final day in court, as I was preparing to take the stand, I chose my clothing carefully. Black pants, white blouse, my hair pulled back in a bun, and the macaroni necklace my son had made me, still resting against the nape of my neck, as it had that entire week. The judge reserved her decision. We'd have the reasons within the month. May 21st, 2013, my greatest title stripped. And that choice to leave and that title I had achieved, the reasons behind losing custody of my then 2- and 4-year-old children. In that moment, my world came crashing down. The judge had defined the core of who I was. If I wasn't their mother every day, if I wasn't married, and if I didn't have a business, then who was I? Sitting at the table, touching the spot where those rings had once sat, I recall that whirlwind of the 5-year relationship, the fights as they'd escalated over the years, but the blessings of those 2 beautiful babies as I began to mourn the nights I wouldn't tuck them in. The morning hugs and kisses, those snuggles, the tooth fairy, the school day rush. As I continue to sit there, my mind continues to play the events of my life like a movie. Feelings of abandonment, repercussions of sexual violence, hatred for myself, drowning my memories in alcohol, and releasing the pain through a blade. Looking to externals to offer a sense of belonging will keep you searching endlessly in partners, careers, addictions, and distractions. I had always sought happiness in what society deemed fitting, but I was more than what the judge had defined me as, more than the statistic I had become, more than the relationship I had escaped, and more than the title I had achieved. Sometimes life is gonna hit you hard, right in the face. And when you're just getting back up, it'll kick you straight in the stomach, knocking the air out of you. But that loss of breath is reminding you how much you love the taste of air. I knew that I was more than what the judge had defined me as. Similarly to what I knew I was more than what society had labeled me as, and I was more than what people plagued me with today, because they don't know my story. They don't know my journey, and they don't know the reasons for the path I've chosen. Inaccurate perceptions, unrealistic expectations, defined by archaic ideologies, surround our labels and our titles. It has taken me nearly 4 years to find my voice and to accept my story. And through these experiences, the blessings and the pain, I have found strength, courage, determination, and resiliency. A belief in myself I never thought possible, with a direction to transform my dreams and visions into reality. I was ready to stand up and to fight. I would no longer be a silent victim of sexual violence. I would no longer fall into the 78% of unreported domestic violence incidences. I would not apologize for my drive or my definition of success. I promised myself and my children I would never stop fighting for them and that I would be a catalyst for change. So, let's get back to that $1 million question. Without the labels, the numbers, and the titles, do you know who you are? Is who you portray a true reflection of what you believe? Understand that we are a new generation of women, and we cannot expect to solve problems by using the same methodology we used to create them. We must do this ourselves, starting from within. Understand that there is only so much we have control over in our lives. I could not control the abuse in my childhood, my ex-husband's anger, or the decision that judge made. But I can control how I move into the future and my path. So I want you to think about your path. Would you choose the direction you're on, void of influences? Or is it filled with childhood ideologies or society's influences? I want you to know it's not too late to change your course. And it is okay to cry and fall behind, because no matter the journey, the path chosen, it has brought you to where you are now. It has made you the person you are, the person worth loving and knowing. Someone who deserves to have a dream, your very own dream, and have that wish come true. It's taken me a really long time to redefine happiness and to find myself within the labels, the numbers, and the titles. Proud of the path I have chosen, because even if it is a little bit rocky and weathered, it's mine. So, let us together, within these labels and numbers, damn proud of those titles, forge ahead with strength, confidence, and courage, true to yourself, your passion, your desires, and your core values. Leave your mark in your muddy stilettos. Thank you.